like Attila the Hun. I came here to conquer. Lanes bring the beef, I tell them no donker. They wanna play games, I shock them like Blanca. They still rudimentary, I'm tough like Tonka. And let me get this off my chest. I'm hearing going nowhere, so haters take a rest. Ain't nothing handed, just working hard, sweating. You can take that to the bank. I know I did bet.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy Tempest here, and I'm back for another video. So first and foremost, I want to thank you guys always for coming out and who show support and have been supporting me for quite some time, as well as close friends. Now, we are going to continue one of the subjects that we were talking about before in mentality. This time we're going to talk about getting tilted. You know, how to avoid getting tilted, or how to minimize the effect that getting tilted has on you. So first and foremost, some people may or may not know what it is when you get tilted, but it's essentially just kind of letting something that happens affect your mentality or your gameplay, how you operate. Now, this can be a short burst of things, or in some cases, it can wind up leading to a series of just really unfortunate events that just snowball out of control into Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will. This is definitely something that happens to anybody and everybody at some point. Even the best of people get tilted. It's just a matter of how they handle it. Sometimes people need to tell themselves something to get out of it. Sometimes people need to take a minute to breathe and just relax. It's all dependent on the individual. But the first thing that you don't want to do is let something bother you so badly that you can't think straight. Because it happens, right? Take a for instance. It doesn't matter whether it's a game or real life, but we're just gonna take games because that's what we do here. So you're playing a game, you know, you're up in a match, you've got everything under control, you got it in the bag, and then all of a sudden your opponent gets super erratic and you make a mistake and you can't seem to gain control back because you made a dumb mistake, and you're getting frustrated with every single little bit of mistake that you make, and you lose the match. Now, it's not specifically that it's over. Maybe you were up 1-0 and then all you need to do is just win the next match. It's 1-1 now. But this is where a lot of people get tilted, because the mistake they make is they allow it to affect them so badly because they're so concentrated on what could have happened, what they could have done better, and so on and so forth. Or, why did my opponent do this? They're so random. They're this, that, and the third. You can't concentrate on that. You literally have to be like, all right, this is what happened. This is where it went wrong. This is the mistake I made. And now I need to refocus, and I need to make sure that I don't let it happen again. When you play games, even when you're playing people who are better than you, who are worse than you, it doesn't matter. If you're playing in tournament, if you're playing casually, in order to avoid getting tilted, you have to remember to play to learn first and foremost. You know, obviously outside of having fun, but you have to remember to play to learn. If you play to learn with that in mind, it will minimize the amount of tilt that you feel, and it will minimize the amount of mistakes that you make. And in the end, you'll be able to overcome what may have been at least a momentary lapse in decision making. But it has to come with taking responsibility. And that's the one thing that you kind of have to take away from all of this. Taking responsibility for what you do is key. It's first and foremost the most important thing. Sometimes there is no random. It is a style of play, and keep that in mind, because if you don't, you're only going to beat yourself. And again, we're going to talk about another situation which I feel is a huge mistake that a lot of people make, which is giving their opponent way too much respect. But that's, again, a subject for another time. But let me know what you guys thought. Put it down in the comments below. Reach out to me however you want to. Respond to it if you want to. The only other thing that I do want to mention is that this Sunday is the Tournament of Legends, which is a charity for the children. It's a Smash Brothers Ultimate Tournament. $5 donation to be able to enter. I'll leave the link in the description as well. That'll be it for now, and as I always say, be safe, take care of each other, press buttons, and catch you on the flip side.
Shadow Force, you ain't got a counter if we bring those on double L range, Chostylish plus Songco.
Yeah, that's right.
You got bars? We swinging like an Abby palm. If we spit these ice shells, you get we like a fly gun.
Fly gun, that means you will never get mega with it. You sell a beat for nothing, Pokemon forever with it. This song's a timeless relic, go and mellow weather with it. After hearing this, you gonna need a Poke Center visit.